Hey Fuzzy Goat family, Melissa here in Thomasville, Georgia. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday Thanksgiving weekend and perhaps got a lot of knitting done, maybe not. We sat around a lot. It was nice. It was very nice. We had, and Sunday, this may sound weird, was the perfect day because it was chilly and rainy, so nobody wanted to do anything, and it was awesome. So we just sat. Of course, we needed the rain too, so that helped. But so Sunday was nice, and now we have a little chill in the air today, so making you feel like the season, I guess. All right. So as you can see, I have finished my Weekender crew. So let me stand up so you guys can see it. Don't look too closely at the pockets. This was the first pocket I did. I've never done pockets before, but this was the first pocket. I guess I could just turn it up just a little bit there. And then I did something different with this one, so we're going to talk about that. And they're fine, like they're fine, like, right, it's fine. I don't know, this one I might take out and redo it. I did it a couple times before I came up with this one, which I thought looks pretty good. So yeah, I did the sleeves a little shorter, and I did a couple things different, so I'm going to talk to you about that. And then you can see the back. The back's longer, super comfy, and it's kind of fun to wear. So it's a Weekender Crew by Andrea Mowry. So let's talk about what I did. So the sleeves, she said her sleeves are blousey looking. I don't know if that's the way I want to describe them. And I decided I didn't want them quite that blousey. So I had intended to do some more reduces underneath the sleeve. I ended up going down a needle size. Not sure if I was thinking clearly, but I was happy I did it. Hello, Lynn and Denise, thank you all for watching. So I went down needle size to make it more fitted, and I'm really happy with it. It's not too tight, as you can see, but so I think I did the sleeves in a 5 and the body was in a 6. I may be wrong, but something like that. And I did them about 3/4 lengths. You see that? And I did probably one more decrease. I think she did 10 decreases, and I did one more decrease. I think just by chance. I did 11. What else did I do different? The pockets. Let me talk about the pockets. Wasn't sure I was going to do the pockets, but this is what we're doing in the class, and so I felt like I had to do it to speak to it. So I kind of like how that sounds. Hey, Harriet. So anyway, that's which one? I think this is the one I did first. So I did pin it down. Okay, so I did finish the sweater, and I kind of spray blocked. I didn't really dunk it. I just spray blocked pretty much the ribbing areas is what I did. And then I did the pockets. I thought I was pretty smart when I did this. Did them at the same time on the same needle. So that went fast, which was really nice. And so that they were the same length and all that kind of stuff. It was a little confusing because you have to make sure you're using the right ball yarn. So I had the pockets on a long circular needle, and I attached them because what was happening is I think I finished both of them, and I would do more on this one, like I go back and forth on this one, and this one was much shorter. So I attached them so I knew that I had to keep going. Anyway, that's probably my problem, not a lot of people. Like people with socks, I think that would be a problem for me, like thinking I was done and not do the second one over here. Anyway, so did the socks, blocked the socks, and pinned them out so they were flat. I mean the socks, the pockets, sorry. And she tells you to, to where to kind of position it, which I think I did okay with. And so I pinned them down the 4 corners. You can see them. And then on this pocket, I just tried to seam it, which became a problem because then I realized like down here, I kind of got skewed a little bit. So I tried to fix it a couple times, like whatever, it's good enough, right? It's going to be hanging and just, So this side, and I think she says it in her directions, what does Tracy say? I do both sleeves on straight needles, so you can do, it works on sleeves too, yeah. I know people do that on socks as well, but anyway, this pocket, I put in a lifeline so I could see exactly where I wanted to seam it here, and on the bottom, and on the other side, I did a bright color. And then it was super easy when I went, so it's easy to pick up for the pocket when you're seaming it. It's a little more difficult because the body is pearls, so that stitches look a little different. To me, it's harder to, and that worked out perfect. So I can't decide if I want to do the same with this one or just good enough. So that's where I am right now. So that was the first time I ever done pockets, so that was kind of interesting. So I wanted to mention that. Couple things, I got really excited. I have several measuring tapes. You guys probably do too, and I kind of just drop them in different bags. But I got this little sheep. I think he's so cute. And maybe it's a she. I think mine's a he. Anyway, and that's what I used to measure this, and it made me really happy that the numbers are pretty big, and it just made me happy. So anyway, I want to show you a couple other tape measurers that we have, the crocheted ones. This is the Daisy. Is this what we call this Daisy? Just Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy. Mm-hmm. Daisy. This is sheep. And then we have some cats. Isn't that cute? And then we have the monkey, which I thought was super cute. What are you looking? See if I have them all. The monkey. Let me see. I'm trying to get them. There we go. The monkey. Then you just squeeze it, pops it back in. We have. Oh yeah. Did you get me a new one? Okay.
Yeah.
We have the rooster, which just makes me chuckle. Look.
He's so extra.
He's a little extra, and it comes out underneath his tail. Let's just say that. But yes, he's fun too. Rooster. I don't think I showed you the fox. Is that the last one? Yeah. Oh, and I got one more. And we got the fox here. And I've showed this before. The leather one. If you're talking about big numbers, oh yeah, it's got some really big numbers. So. Anyway, this is the leather one. I just thought I'd show you those. I think they make great, like if you have knitting friends, like stocking stuffer type stuff, you can have, you need more than one measuring tape. And I also find that mine, like these, which I love, sometimes they can stretch, you know, like the tapes can stretch. But anyway, I just want to show you that. And another thing I wanted to show you, it's really cute, is our nativity scene we have. This is the front of it. It's a felted nativity scene, little box. You open it up, and we have, and they're little puppets. The little puppets, felted puppets. Let me show you. Mary. I believe this is Joseph. And we have, donkey overboard. Hold on, I'll grab that. I think there's two of them, two donkeys, because there's one on the ground. Even an angel, which is a puppet too. And the three wise men. I mean, it's all in here. Yeah, here's the shepherd. Kate and I were having a discussion. I think this is the shepherd, and then this is Joseph. Let's just see. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking because he's got the shaft thingy, and then the three wise men with their frankincense, myrrh, and
I'll look it up real fast.
I shouldn't have started because now I'm gonna be. Y'all know the third one. I can't think of it. And then we have two donkeys. Let me. Oh! Look at this. Gold. How could I forget gold? Baby Jesus, and then there's a little sheep in there. Let me grab this donkey before I forget. He's over here. So yeah, I wanted to show you these fun things. And you know, the kids can play with them. When my kids were little, we had a nativity scene that was made, a wooden one, and they love to play with it. Gold. Yes, they remember gold. Yes, frankincense and myrrh, got that. Anyway, so I wanted to show you those fun things. All right, and then one other thing before I should start into my projects. Let's put those right there. I was doing a little research for perhaps. How about my new sweater? I already talked about my new sweater. This is the Weekender Crew, and I gave them all the tips that I did. But I have looking for a sweater class, a new sweater class that will start probably in the new year. And I think it's going to be this one. I just like this little cardigan. It's a simple little cardigan. It doesn't have to be that short. Mine will not be. And the sleeves can be longer as well. Of course, those are easy to adjust. Let me see if there's a better picture for you. Well, it's a little cable that's along the front here. So otherwise, it's pretty simple. Let's see if there's another picture I can show you. It's called the Gambit Cardi by Wool and Pine. I love their patterns, Wool and Pine. Not sure I've ever made them, but there are several of them that are in my queue. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to see if there's a better picture here. Here we go. There's 2 of them. I think this person made it a little longer. And you can see the cable there better. And then buttons. So that means we'll have to get some buttons, some more buttons in the shop. Anyway, all right, so that's a Gambit. Cardi Gambit. I think that's how it goes. All right. So stay tuned for those. Maybe you can join in and we can do a little knit along. All right, so let's talk about my project. So I finished the Weekender Crew. Which one do I want to start with here? I think I told you the block. Okay, I told you about that. This Pothos pullover, which I love. It just seems not to be, well, this is the one I take to the doctor's appointments that ends up, I don't get to knit on it because they call us in so quickly. But this is, I'm getting there, Pothos pullover. I need to try it on. I think I mentioned that last week. I think I might have worked on this a little bit, maybe not too much. I feel like I probably need, let's get the measuring tape out. I think I probably need at least 8 inches. I got to see what the ribbing is. I think I'm at, yeah, 5.5. Says the turkey. The rooster, says the rooster. So, yeah, so this is a fingering weight yarn. I love what the yarn is doing down here. You can see it's a little different. I think I switched balls. It's a little bluer. That's totally fine with me. This is Ryan yarn, and it's Pothos pullover. All right, so that's the first one. That over there. Oh, let's do that one. I did work. I've been working. Well, I'll show you. So these 2 I have to make a little more progress on. This one definitely, because this is a Christmas gift for someone else. So I did get a little bit further. Yeah, I guess you can see some progress there. I'm just swirling. This is Look Squirrel. No, Look Squirrel. There we go. By Casapinka. And this is for my sister. I am probably in the button band going to do 1 buttonhole like mine has on it. So she can choose whether she wants it on there or not. I don't think you have to have the button. You could use like a Katie that wears hers with her shawl pin, or like a, what is that thing called, the clip?
The espresso, the leather clip.
Leather clip. So she leaves it on there. You can have it. Anyway, so that's where I am. I probably have a long way to go in the body, but there we are. Look Squirrel. Let me show you the back. I'm using, this is DK Weight. I'm using Madeline Tosh yarn, which is really nice. I like to knit with that. Heather's watching and Calvin's watching. Hello, thank you very much for watching us today. We actually had a fire this weekend. It was so chilly. Anyway, all right, so that one's for my sister. Squirrel. Oh, this one also is for my sister, but this one is not. It's a gift, but I'm not going to give it to her. I'm going to give it to her before Christmas. So there we go. This is the Fino yarn. It's super soft. It's got some silk in it, very drapey, and the pattern is called Little Silver Shrug. Okay, and I did make some progress on this, but it's because I realized when my daughter was home this weekend, I was able to kind of lay it on her to see how long I needed it, and this is what I determined. I've done the 18 repeats that they say, but I want mine to be a little bit longer. So here is where, and it's snowing in parts of Maryland. I bet it's so pretty. Not here. It's not snowing. It's chilly here, but not snowing. So I've got my marker here, and I needed to do 8 inches, I think. So I have about 4 here, and I need 4 more inches, which is about 4 more of the repeats, which shouldn't take me too long. And then I'm trying to do a couple repeats a night. I don't think I got there last night. I could tell you, because I don't have my little marker. Yeah, I think I got halfway, 1.5 repeats. I didn't quite finish it. So there's my little markers to tell me how many repeats. And like I said, I think I'm at 19 or 20, and I have a few more to go. And I'd like to finish it this week. That's my goal. So that I can give, my gosh, I'm all tangled up here. So I can give it to my sister when she comes down for Victorian Christmas. Yes. All right. So Little Silver Shrug. It's very simple. I think you could adjust it. Like I said, I'm making mine longer, but if you wanted to make it wider, so simple, you would just do it in the stockinette part. But yeah, so stay tuned for that one, because I haven't done one quite like this either, where you just kind of seam in the bottom, and you can seam in as much as you want. So, and I see some, it's chilly, it's cold. I'm not complaining about our weather.
Yeah. If it was snowing, they'd hear us squealing from there.
They would, because the snow wouldn't last very long, so it would be nice. Oh, Holly wants to be my sister. My sister is a very knitworthy. She loves wearing the stuff that I make her. But anyway, all right, what else do I want to talk about? I'm okay. My great nephew's little. For a second there, I see Tony Crump is watching. I merged those together. I thought Trump was watching there for a second. I'm like, wow, what in the world? Anyway, all right, so this is the Wallaby. Okay, stay with me here. This is the Wallaby pullover for my great nephew, who's going to be 1 in a week. I've attached the sleeves, you see? So you attach them, and I'm just gonna have to seam the underarm. And you attach them so that you can continue working in the round. And I have, you see my pouch right there. And I was trying to read the directions. I need to work on this when it's daylight, because I think I'm getting ready to do, there's like a button band, I guess, like just a little 3/4. So that's what I think I'm getting ready to do, if I read the directions correctly. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta have faith in the pattern. And that's kind of where I am right now. So, and then I'll do the hood. And this is supposed to be Christmas, which I think I can do. Wallaby. So super fun. This is earth worsted, the self-striping. So it's really fun to see how the stripes come out. All right. Got a lot of you on here watching today. Thank you so much. And I don't know about y'all, but I was really over having leftovers, which I think they might be gone in my refrigerator, but they're nice for a while, and then it just kind of gets a little old. Okay, guess what? I mean, I have fewer and fewer bags, you guys. This, look what I did. I bound off, finished the body, and I know it looks a little short, and so my husband tells me that too. I'm hoping, I don't have a problem if I need to, so I left it there, because I may have to make this a little longer, but I'm hoping once I block it, it'll grow a little bit, even if it's just a 1/2 inch. So I did not make it any longer. So now my goal is to jump on the sleeves. Okay, did you say your sleeves went pretty fast once you were done with the collar?
Well, yeah, because I wanted to wear it then.
Yeah, so I need to finish mine. I think I'm just kind of dreading the sleeve situation, the color work part, you know, in the round. I think that's what I'm kind of, but anyway. So I did finish the body on it. This is the drawing sweater, DK weight, and it has definitely been a challenge, a fun challenge though. It's always fun to be challenged and make sure your brain is working. All right, so this is my last project that I have to show you guys today. I know, right? Like there's really not that many. And I've been really good about casting on. I thought I might cast on another one this weekend, but I didn't. So this is my daughter's, they're calling it Daisy and Peace sweater number 13, 15, something like that. So this is using bulky, I'm using Mammoth bulky yarn. And she wanted this pink. Apparently now she's a pink girl. And so let me tell you, so I did, something weird just felt like it happened there. Okay. I did cast this on Thanksgiving, like I said. And I did my gauge swatch, and I had gauge, and I started knitting, and I got, it's bottom up, and it's pieces. So you do the back, the front, and then you do the sleeves. And I was knitting bottom up, and I just realized it was on an 8. Was when the main body was, and it looked nice, but it was very stiff, and I'm like, I'm just not liking this. I felt like it was, I mean, it's still, I mean, it's worse, I mean, it's bulky, so it's not going to be real super drapey or anything, but well, let me show you. And did I do it? Did I pull it out? Okay. So I was literally up to, I'd already bound off for the underarm, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not happy with this. So I pulled it all out. Just pulled it out, and so then I decided to play around with my needles a little bit more. Make sure I'm not. And this, let's see, this was a 9. So I did a little gauge swatch. I wanted to see how off I'd be if I went up on my needles. And then this is the 10. So the 9, I think the gauge is supposed to be 12. Yeah, that was what it was supposed to be on an 8. This, on the 9-inch, or the US 9 needles, I had 11.5 was my gauge, stitches and 4 inches. And then in the 10, I had 11. So I'm going off pattern here a little bit, because of course pattern is just a suggestion. But I decided I like the fabric of the 10, so I cast on using the 10. So I have here, oh look, I got my little fun stitch stoppers on here too. And because my stitches are bigger, I was afraid that if I stayed on the same size that my daughter wanted, it was going to be that much bigger, if that makes sense. Because if my stitches are bigger and I cast on, let's say it's 50 stitches, it's going to be wider than if my stitches were narrower. Does that make sense? Teresa, I love your little whatever that was you just put up there. That was really cute. So I decided to make the size lower. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night thinking, is that right? So I'm going to go a little bit further. I've been measuring, and I think it's going to be, I'm looking for it to be about 21 inches across, because then you attach the back. And if it does remain that way, or because the ribbing, it's hard to measure with ribbing. You can see how the fabric goes out, right? So when I was doing the ribbing, I'm like, well, this looks small, but you can't determine that because it's stretchy. So I'm waiting, I'm in the body, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I have measured it. It looks like it's gonna be about 21 inches. So I think I'm gonna be okay. Anyway, so stay tuned. This is going super fast. Like I literally ripped this out and did this like in an hour or something. And it's really soft. So I'm hoping that the 10 will be a little more gentler on my hands. And of course it's gonna make not as stiff a fabric. So stay tuned to see how this experiment goes. And check out the Gamby cardigan, Cardi by Wool and Pine too, and see what you think. And I think that's all I have for you. Please check us out on our website, fuzzygoatyarns.com. We had a lot of fun helping you guys with your projects and pulling your orders. Black Friday and Saturday, it was super fun. And so we've been busy winding, for those of you who have asked to wind, trying to get those caught up for you, and so we can get them out to you. So anyway, have a great week, and call us, text us if we can help you put, if you have ideas, you want us to send you some colors, we'd love to do that, right? Stuff. All right, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.